Alright, so this video, I think I'm going to work a little bit on the interior of this car. The Mustang I've been working on the past couple videos. I kind of got a couple dates that I'm going to paint it, or I plan to paint it. And I wanted to put the interior in after, but I don't have time to not do things because of that. So I'm going to probably get the interior in as much as I can in this video. Like carpet, maybe a couple seats, that type of thing. And then I'm going to go in the sea container right now and try to find all the parts for this interior because, like I've mentioned in the past, this project's been going on for quite some time. And it was on hold for a few years, so where things are, it's kind of a mystery. So I think I'll start by trying to find that. Yeah. The engine's in. Don't have the wiring harness for it yet. So I'm kind of... That's the thing with these projects, like, there's so many little pieces that you can't really do one thing at a time and take your time through it all, like, because you don't have all the bits and pieces you need, so you're gonna have to jump between things every day until it's done, or else it'll never get done. And you'll park it out beside your house for 2.5 years and not do anything to it. Ask me how I know that. Alright, we'll move this four-wheeler. If I get her going. Uh-oh. That's not good. He was left on. Perfect. Yes. Hello? I hate scam calls. So the carpet is in here somewhere. I think it's way back there in that box. I might start by trying to get that motorcycle out, actually. I've been wanting to get that out, so today might be the day. Oh, I got a lot of crap. Okay. Gotta move everything. I didn't even take this out last year. Did I? I want to say I painted it. Another paint job that failed. I want to say I painted it like 2 years ago. Didn't take it out last summer. And then here we are again. So I think I'll try to get it out this year and probably put another coat of paint on it and see if it works. This whole sea container idea is a great idea, but I gotta organize it. I kind of just have everything kind of like thrown in here with a snowblower, so yeah. Like, how did this bicycle even get here? Yeah. Oh, man. Huh. The thing about this, probably never gonna do anything with it. I want to get this bike out too, but again, it's just don't have the time. Okay, we're getting there. just gonna start rolling it back and see what happens. There we go. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, Christmas light. Ooh. This is a cool bike too. That's a CR60. So is that. But this one runs and drives. It's just there's no silencer on it, so it's loud as hell. And yeah, but other than that, works great. I really got to come in here one day and just kind of A, go through stuff, see if there's anything I can toss, and B, just try to organize it a bit and make it usable again. Because I couldn't get past like that motorcycle up there to get to any of this, so now I can for today. There's the carpet. Okay. Just double checking and make sure there's nothing else I need back here. I don't think so. I got a little 73 wheeler there too. That'd be cool to get running, but again, one of those things, just it's not very high on the priority list, so I haven't done it. Let's go see if I can get that Honda Shadow that I just pulled out. See if we can get that to start. It is dead, but I think I can put that little battery pack on it and get her to go. Maybe I'll drain the gas on that quick. I might not get much done on that Mustang today. This little thing's awesome. I didn't really believe in them for the longest time, but it saved my butt countless times now. Oh, we got power on. Now keep in mind, this hasn't ran in like 2 years. Oh. Let me check the gas. I'm sure it has gas in it. Yeah, it's full. Okay. Alright, so the battery's here. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. That the acid looks a little low. I don't know if it's taking a charge. Bike was running off the battery, but I rode it around here for like 20 minutes and killed it, and not even the light lights up. So I'm thinking the battery's just toast. But whatever, I had to figure that out, so I'm gonna probably let it charge overnight. If I don't have anything tomorrow, I'll order a new one. And the original plan was to get the carpet out, so there's the carpet. Top of the truck, gonna let it soak in the sun a little bit, kind of let it relax. Clean out here and see if we can get it in. I'd like to get even I could get like the back carpet in, because the carpet's in two pieces. So even I could get the back carpet in and maybe the seats. Even just the back seats would be nice. Kind of get like the back half of the interior done. That way I can still play around in the front and do whatever I have to do in the front without making a mess of the carpet, and go from there. Alright. Should be putting all these clothes away, but I'll just move them up here so I can move them twice. Right off the bat, I'm thinking I'll have to cut holes in the carpet for this. There's a bolt here, those will be seat belts, and that should be it for the back. And I'm assuming the finished edge here goes in the front. I'm not looking at the instructions, so we'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh. That's where it goes. I just gotta Google how to get these back seats in. I'm not too sure how. Alright, so that was a struggle, but I think I got the back seat in. So the top kind of clips in the top, and then it just kind of sits in the back, and then this bottom part, this part you sit on, is what locks in that one. And then I got those side panels on, there and there. Carpet. So I'm learning that I'm missing quite a bit of like weather stripping, trim, that kind of thing. So there is a chance it's not going to be 100% done, including all of that. But I mean, when the door's shut, you can't even see half of it. So honestly, I don't really care. It'll be in the mail. I'll order it and it'll get here when it gets here. It doesn't need weather stripping to run and drive. So, well, I guess in the rain it might. So I think next, it's not going to be right this second. Maybe later tonight I'll come back out. And I'm thinking I'll try to start getting the front carpet, the front seats, all that on. Because the more I get on the car, the more I'm learning what I don't have and what I have to order. So until I start putting things on the car, I don't really know what I need. Alright, so that was a struggle, but I think I got the back seat in. So the top kind of clips in the top, and then it just kind of sits in the back, and then this bottom part, this part you sit on, is what locks in that one. And then I got those side panels on, there and there. Carpet. So I'm learning that I'm missing quite a bit of like weather stripping, trim, that kind of thing. So there is a chance it's not going to be 100% done, including all of that. But I mean, when the door's shut, you can't even see half of it. So, but when the door's shut, you can't even see half of it. So honestly, I don't really care. It'll be in the mail. I'll order it and it'll get here when it gets here. It doesn't need weather stripping to run and drive. So, well, I guess in the rain it might. So I think next, it's not going to be right this second. Maybe later tonight I'll come back out. And I'm thinking I'll try to start getting the front carpet, the front seats, all that on. Because the more I get on the car, the more I'm learning what I don't have and what I have to order. So until I start putting things on the car, I don't really know what I need. So until I start putting stuff on the car, I don't really know what else I need. So I think that'll be the plan, and get the interior kind of 90% done. After that, don't know. I'm gonna go check the mail here now, and I'm supposed to have a wiring harness in for the engine, because that won't start until I get that. So there's a bunch of things I'm kind of waiting for, but when it gets here, it gets here. Now I'm working here. So we got alternator brackets for the 351 Windsor, which is this. This alternator is actually from the 69 Mustang with this V-belt pulley. But the V-belt pulley for the water pump doesn't fit with the V-belt pulley or the bracket for the alternator. For the V-belt pulley for the alternator. So, two options. I can either try to find another V-belt pulley for the water pump, which takes time, or I just use the V-belt or the regular belt pulley for the water pump that fits, that clears this bracket. You can see how close it is. It's literally like nothing. 1/8 of an inch. And then I'll take, well, I've already taken off the V-belt pulley portion of the alternator here, and then I'm going to put on this regular pulley. So then I got regular pulley on the crank, regular pulley on the alternator with, I'll show you the tension setup I got. That made it worse. I get it? Yep, I got her. Okay, so then we'll put this one on. Same shaft size. Lock washer that don't work. Huh. That don't fit. so we got a 69 alternator with a 1984 Crown Victoria pulley. And we got a 1969 water pump with a 1984 Crown Victoria pulley with a crank pulley off an 83 Mustang. So it'll work. The tensioner, it's like a turnbuckle style. Now usually with a belt like this, with your grooves, you'd have like an automatic spring tension. I don't know why you can't just have like a manual adjustment like this. Like, if the belt's tight, the belt's tight, and if it's loose, it's loose. So there goes the battery tray. Oh yeah. Turn that to loosen it, or turn that to tighten it. Pretty simple system. So I think I'll try to find a belt that'll fit it when it's fully collapsed. That way I got more than enough room to extend it out, because I'm sure it'll stretch. I was gonna put these headers on it from like a Fox body Mustang, but they come out like they kick, like the heads here, they kick out this way too far, and they're hitting the shock tower. So I guess I'll use the long tubes that I bought. I bought long tube headers for it, and I didn't have a reason to not use them. I just thought, you know, these ones I have, they'll work. They already got the studs and the flanges, and I already have an exhaust out there for that car. I was going to kind of splice up and use for this, but that ain't happening. So I'll use the other ones. So now I gotta get these on somehow. Okay. I don't think there's a trick to this. I think you just gotta one. There is a trick. You just put a bolt on the front and the back, and you hook these on, and hope for the best, I guess. Okay, there's one on. And then this, you just kind of sneak it in behind. Oh. I'm really glad these fit, because I heard something too that if I use the transmission that I used, which is out of a different car, that some long tube headers wouldn't work. So the fact that they do is great. I really hope this motor runs. This is a lot of work to just take it all back out again. I'll bring it back when these are on, because this is painful for me, so I could only imagine what it's like to watch. So alright, so the headers are on. This side was a little tight around like the steering box, shift cable, etc. The dipstick tube didn't really go where it's supposed to, but I mean, it still dips, so it's good enough. This side fits great. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's a little tight right there. But it fits. So another thing I did last night off camera, this wiring harness all here. So it clips in right there to that square box. Then it comes all the way through. Headlight. Then it goes up, voltage regulator, starter solenoid, across to the alternator. So I'm bored of this type of work, so I think today I'm going to do a bit of paint. And I think while I'm painting, between coats or before or after, whatever, I'll do a bit of brakes so I can get my hands real greasy and paint the parts. We'll just get like a week of rain starting like tomorrow, so now's my chance. I'm gonna do like the small parts that are green. So like the trim around the tail lights, the front and rear valence, whatever else I have. That might be it, but anyway. I better get at that before I lose interest. So I got this. This only has one coat of green on it. I had some leftover paint in the gun, so I figured I might as well spray it on this. So there's this. And I hope I can get this paint on before it rains, because it's already clouding over and getting windy, so that's great. And then this is the rear valence. These are the reverse lights, license plate bracket. These, they go around the tail lights. They're full of grease and oil. I'm looking at this one now, like that's bare metal. I'm wondering if I should probably get a little primer on that before I get too involved here. Might be too windy to paint. I think I'm painting the neighbor's house more than I am this part. Good enough. Alright, change of plans already. Unfortunately, the primer kind of got under the previous coat of whatever. So I'm gonna have to use some like epoxy primer to actually seal it up, because this stuff just makes a mess. Okay, so we're not painting today. I literally only have like 4 pieces to paint. So it's those two, and then those 2 taillight trim pieces. And I can't do those today because I gotta prime them. And I'm not mixing paint just to paint these. So I think I'm better spending my time probably getting into the brakes. And then if I get those on, maybe we'll throw a door on, fenders, hood, stuff. So yeah, change plans again. Oh. So I gotta figure out what part's what, because Napa doesn't really tell you, they just kind of give you a part number. But I have it all on my phone, so I'm looking for front. Front. Need a part number here. $22.04. That's not good. I don't see that number. $86.64. There's this one. Okay. So this is front right. So that one. Front brake shoe hardware. 2204. This one. I'm assuming this is front, right, and left out of one kit. Now I just gotta figure out how to put it on. So Here's our brake cylinder. Got a copper washer, that looks important. Okay. This is going to be an all-day thing. I can already tell. But I gotta get it done, I guess. Let's use the right side of the wrench. Yeah, I find when you use the right size instead of the opposite size, it works better. Okay. Okay, that's on. That's about all I know how to do. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at a picture, I'm thinking. There's a little too much going on here for me. Okay. What the heck? It's like one of those puzzles you get at Christmas time in your stocking that you gotta figure out all day. And all of a sudden it just falls apart. Okay. Alright. This British fella's doing it. Long one goes to the back. We're almost done. There. Okay. Try this for the 5th time. Doesn't look right at all. Alright, so I think I got it all on. So a couple springs, tension cable, your adjuster down here. I think that's it. So now, should be able to get this back on. I'll try adjusting it out a bit. Okay, it's not doing anything yet. Okay. A little bit of grass, a little bit of grease. Okay. Freshly greased bearing. I mean, you can hear them grabbing now, so. Alright, so I got the front brakes done, so tires back on both sides. Now I'm working on the back. I thought I ordered everything I needed, but obviously I didn't. New cylinder, and then like the spring kit or whatever. I reused this one because the new one didn't look the same, and this one was still in good shape. But down below, you got the adjuster here with this little cam or whatever. And there should be a wire coming up over here that kind of holds tension. I didn't order that. So I'm going to throw this wheel back on. Wait till they come in. Now I think I'm going to go out to my little parts car there and see if I can find brake cables, whatever I need here. Or not brake cables. See if I can find battery cables for the starter solenoid to the battery. Maybe try to hook this starter up. So there's my negative red cable. There's the starter. Okay. Turned over, but really slow. How fast should a starter turn over? That was like 2 RPM. I'm gonna have to Google that. How fast should a 1984 Fox body Mustang starter turn? I hooked it up to battery cables and it seems to rotate fairly slow. It's saying it should be spinning pretty quick, but it's very possible this battery cable is just junk. Try that again. So I had the battery leads on like the cable and I think it was just really weak, so I just put it like directly on the bolt on the starter and she turns now. It's good. I love ChatGPT. On a 1983 Fox Body Mustang, what size are the starter bolts on the T5 transmission? 3/8 by 16. I got a battery on the floor here. I don't want to start it or nothing. I just want to plug the starter in, see if it goes, whoa, see if it'll do something. So, will it catch fire, explode, or work? So, that's our negative. And then or wait now. If I do this, so that's directly to the starter. And then if I just make contact with the, I better make sure it's in neutral. Or not. No drive shafts. Ooh. Let me hide down here. Cool. Okay, that's good news. Starter works. It engages, disengages. Starter solenoid works. I got a red cable on positive, a gray one for the negative. The motor sounded fine considering it wasn't running, but it was turning over freely. Didn't sound labored at all. That's gonna be it for this video. I'm pretty sure I didn't get a single thing done. Like, I started the brakes, didn't finish them. Started the interior, didn't finish that. Started to attempt to get the motor to run, didn't finish that. But I mean, it's all stuff that had to get done, so on to the next thing, I guess. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Later.